Bungie just dropped a Twab with some interesting info in it that is about to make a lot of PvP players happy and a lot of cheaters mad. If you want to read through the entire Twab yourself, I'll link that down in the pinned comment, but if you just want the overview, well, here we go. First big topic, cheating hardware, which in the Twab, Bungie refers to as, quote, third-party peripherals. If you didn't know, you sweet summer child, for a long time now, certain devices can be plugged into either your PC or console and do really dumb things that should not be allowed in competitive PvP. For example, things like how to completely turn weapon recoil off on a controller, by the way, how to get extra aim assist, yada yada yada. Bungie is finally drawing a line in the sand between accessibility aids and flat out gaining an unfair advantage. From Bungie, external accessibility aids are any device or input that augments the player's ability to control the game beyond what the game itself normally provides, including, but not limited to, programmable controllers, keyboard and mouse adapters, advanced macros, or automation via AI. But using certain devices to gain an advantage means used for the purpose of achieving victory. From Bungie, some players that abuse these tools rise in PvP ranks at a rate far beyond what is expected for a player improving through typical play. Bungie mentions they will be monitoring for violations of that policy and issuing warnings, restrictions, or flat out bans appropriately. Booyah. I can completely imagine, by the way, if you don't play a ton of PvP, this might mean very little to you. But to me and a lot of other people out there who haven't completely gone mad yet from playing PvP, this is a big, big win. Because of the power of these devices, the community has been getting really vocal lately about the use of third-party peripherals, we'll say. Especially when you have other big games like Fortnite, Call of Duty, Rainbow Six, all cracking down on those devices together. I think it was only a matter of time before Bungie finally followed suit, and I'm glad to see it finally happening. So, to anyone out there watching or listening to today's video who uses such stuff to, quote, gain an advantage, and hopefully there's very few of you on my channel, you've officially been warned by Daddy Bungie. Again, huge win, IMO, and hopefully the quality of matches will continue to improve in Season 21. Very quickly, Bungie is adding a fashion commendation, which not really much to elaborate on there. Definitely a good call. I usually dish out commendations to whoever I think has the best drip anyway, lol. Now to the next big part, which I was interested by, Trials Labs. Bungie outlines the upcoming Trials Labs, which are happening on week 8 and week 11. Not sure why Bungie didn't just give us those exact dates, but here they are. Week 8 Trials is going to be from April 21st to April 25th, I think. And week 11 Trials is going to be from May 12th to May 15th, I'm pretty sure. Just go ahead and jot those dates down right now in your brain. On those dates, Bungie is going to be experimenting with 2 new matchmaking pools in Trials only. I know, Trials Matchmaking talk, but shockingly, it isn't about skill-based matchmaking. There's going to be 2 new pools called the Challenger and Practice pools. From Bungie, the Challenger pool is where most players who currently play Trials on a week-to-week basis and who want to go flawless will play. They compare it to the original version of Trials for D1. The Challenger pool will be based 100% on connection only. There's no matchmaking based on ticket wins, weekly wins, or skill in any way. Complete connection-based matchmaking. Players who have any card with no losses on it, including a card after reset, or if you have someone in your fire team that has a card with no L's on it, will be in the Challenger pool. Then you have the Practice pool. That's targeted at players who might not be ready to attempt going flawless. The Practice pool matches based on both connection and weekly performance, aka how well you've done in Trials for that week only. Only people with a flawed card or those on their first game of the week can play in that pool, and again, everyone in the fire team must either have a flawed card or be on their first game of the week. Now, some of you might be thinking, well, what about those jabronis who probably plan on stomping and farming the Practice pool, intentionally resetting their card over and over? Well, the Practice pool apparently has both stomp and farm protection. If Bungie detects that you or a fire team member are attempting to farm the Practice pool, it will slow down your matchmaking times, and if you keep going, it'll lock you into the Challenger pool for the remainder of the weekend, regardless of your card state. I think that system sounds pretty interesting, basically a test revival of the D1 Trials matchmaking system. And again, Bungie seems to be giving these a test drive. It won't be live this weekend, but on April 21st, I'm pretty sure. If I find out I have that date wrong, I'll go ahead and make a correction down in the pinned comment. Bungie mentions there will be a more in-depth discussion about the changes that are coming to Trials in Season 21. And other than the usual Artist of the Week, Movie of the Week, and a couple things about the Bungie Foundation charity stuff, which you should check out because the emblem is pretty cool, that would be the Twab. Kind of a big win for PvP players across the board, IMO. If you feel differently though, I would love to hear from you. Let me know what you think about these upcoming changes down in the comment section. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you on stream.